Most online coaches would rather try to climb the wall instead of just using the ladder. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sam. I run Bell Acquisition Systems, and I help online coaches scale their business using ads, content, helping them build a personal brand, so that way they can have inbound leads coming in every single day instead of them having to do cold outreach, trying to hunt for clients every single day. And so I want to chat with you guys today because I did a sales call recently where in the call, the guy was a little hesitant about pulling the trigger and starting to work together. And I kind of broke down, and I think it was my last reel or one of my last reels where I was kind of talking to the guy and I was like, look, here's the thing. You're over here at point A, there's a wall between you and point B. And the thing is, you've been trying to climb this wall for years now. The guy was doing organic content. Honestly, not even organic content. He was really just doing relying on email marketing and your normal business tactics in order to scale his business or kind of get his business off the ground. And long story short, that's just not going to work, especially in 2024 where people are, having personal brands and doing different things to grow their business. You're not going to be able to do that with just random email blasts and cold DMs. And so I told him, I was like, look, here's the thing. You've been doing it this way for so long. You've been trying to climb this wall. You're not getting anywhere. And the thing is that whether you work with me or not, this wall is still gonna be here. In order to get from point A to point B, you have to go through the wall. If you're trying to go from New York to California, no matter how you look at it, you have to go through the mountains, you have to go through the plains, you have to go back through the mountains, and then you have to go to California, right? It's the same thing with your business. You're at point A, and the only way to get to point B is over a few hurdles, over a few walls, and you can either ask for help from somebody or you can try to do it yourself. The thing is that if you try to do it yourself, chances are the wall is gonna be too hard to climb alone. And so I told him straight up, I was like, look, here's the thing. I have the ladder that can get you over this wall. Now, yeah, of course there's a price to it. Of course, as the vehicle to get you from point A to B, I'm gonna charge you just like an Uber would charge you to get from California to Los Angeles. I'm sorry, not California, Los Angeles, but California to, New York or somewhere like that. This is no different. My goal is to help people get from point A in their business to point B in their business, or even point C, wherever they want to get. My goal is to get them there. And so when I do sales calls with people, I don't like to come off convincing. I don't like to come off like, oh my God, purchase my product. At the end of the day, they either want to get to point B or they don't. Or you either want to get to point B or you don't, right? And at the end of the day, you can get off this call and try to go back and do it your way and try to figure it out and take another, 12, 18, 24 months, sometimes even 5 years. I've seen people that are doing organic content for 5 years before, we chat and they're like, oh, wow, I could have done this the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, so just don't think that you're gonna figure it out by yourself, else you would have already figured it out. That's the reason why you're on the sales call. I think it's crazy to me when people get on the sales call, they find out the price and then they, for whatever reason, think that they can just go get off the call and then everything's gonna be fixed. No, when you get off the sales call with somebody that you're trying to get advice from, typically you just go back to where you came from. Sales calls aren't coaching calls. So if you get on a call with me, I'm not walking through, how to actually scale your business, right? It's a 30-minute call. You're not gonna get all the information you need. You're not gonna get all your questions answered, typically. It's gonna come from, us working together for some time. I like to say, again, I work one-on-one with all my clients. So within our coaching calls, a lot of your questions are gonna be answered, but you're not gonna get that in the coaching call. I like to look at my coaching calls as enrollment calls, not convincing, salesy, I'm trying to get me one type of calls. I've been on those calls. I've done those calls. They suck on both ends. They suck to be sold, and it sucks to be the guy trying to sell somebody something. And I promised myself with Bell Acquisition Systems that I wasn't gonna be the guy trying to get somebody to do something that they don't wanna do, right? Now, will I push somebody a little bit because they're, they have a little bit of fear, they need some faith? Absolutely, right? If I have a client where, I think I told you guys this before, but he was struggling because he had been scammed by all these other coaches and stuff like that, and he really wanted the help and he had the money for the help. He just needed help, pulling the trigger on working one-on-one. He had been in all these like group coaching things prior, and he really wanted one-on-one because he felt like he was just thrown into group coaching and didn't really have any like customized help for himself. And so I pushed him a little bit, and I was like, look, you're gonna get off this call and you're still not gonna know anything, right? Like, I'll work with you one-on-one. I only work one-on-one. I don't do any group things. Maybe in the future I'll do some group stuff as my calendar is jam-packed or whatever, or maybe I'll hire somebody. But at the end of the day, I think working one-on-one is the best bet and benefits everybody. So again, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to get you into anything. I'm solely here to help business owners, consultants, network marketers, whoever, that are stuck doing cold outreach, cold email lists, struggling to get lead gen in, struggling to scale their business, and they want to get to a point where they have leads coming in, they want to scale to 50K a month, they want to build a personal brand for themselves, so that way they don't have to worry about all the stupid crap that comes with not having a personal brand. And they really just, maybe need help pulling the trigger on it, but that's the person I'm trying to help. I'm not here for everybody. I'm not here to help the guy spamming your LinkedIn inbox that's talking about, I help cold, whatever, I don't know. I just get those messages all the time, and I think it's stupid. I'm solely here to help people get from point A to point B that actually want help, that don't necessarily need help, but they want it, right? You already have a coaching program. You already, helped a few clients get results. You just want to pour gas on the fire, and I have the gas. So that makes sense, and you're ready to scale your online coaching business or consulting business or network marketing business or whatever kind of business you have. Comment below. I've helped a ton of people at this point. I've worked with luxury pool designers. I've worked with tech companies. I've worked with real estate agents, SMMA agencies. I've worked with fitness coaches, relationship coaches. Whatever you are, I can probably help you out. So with that, guys, feel free to book a call in the description below. Again, I do only do one-on-one at the moment. So if you're looking for group coaching, I am not the guy for you. I work one-on-one. So with that, guys, I'm wrapped up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And when you're ready to scale, shoot me a DM. Peace.